Paul Manafort's arrival at federal court in Washington was one of his last moments as a free man after Mueller's prosecutors charged him with trying to influence witnesses who might be called to testify about his lobbying for Ukraine. In court, Judge Amy Berman Jackson said there was no way to prevent him from doing it again. "This is not middle school," she said. "I can't take away his cell phone." Federal marshals took him into custody in the courtroom, and just before leaving, he turned and waved to his wife, Kathleen. She left the courthouse a short time later without her husband of 40 years. President Trump called the judge's order tough, tweeting, "Didn't know Manafort was the head of the mob. Very unfair." But earlier today, he seemed to distance himself from his former campaign chairman.
Paul Manafort worked for me for a very short period of time. He worked for many other Republicans. He worked for me, for 49 days or something? A very short period of time.
In fact, Manafort worked for the Trump campaign 144 days. Today's order means Manafort will spend at least the next 3 months in jail, waiting for trials in both Washington and Northern Virginia on charges of illegally hiding income from the Ukrainian lobbying. A former prosecutor says that could cause him to change his mind about fighting the charges.
Going to jail really causes defendants often to face the reality that they aren't just going to, beat this thing and get out of it easily.
Manafort's lawyers signaled today that they'll appeal the judge's order, but that's a long shot.
The odds of an appeal working here, the odds of getting him out of jail before trial, are somewhere between very small and very, very small. It's highly unlikely.
So, Pete, what about the possibility of a presidential pardon in this case?
Well, Lester, the president certainly has the power to issue a pardon even before someone is convicted. He was asked about that today, and he said he didn't want to talk about it. But the president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, said when the Russia investigation is over, quote, things might get cleaned up with some presidential pardons. And then a little while later, Giuliani said he doubted that would happen and that if it did, it would be against the advice of the president's inner circle.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.